Hello everybody and welcome back to another blind commentary of Overlord Season 2. As per usual, outro time is there. And yeah, I have, for the time being, for a few videos, I have a new recording place, but it won't only be temporary. So don't get used to it. I know it looks kind of fancy, but it's really not. Because this is my brother's. Yeah, I'm just abusing it while he's away. So, that's a very good choice of words. Now let's start with the episode proper. It's been a while since I recorded, so I can't remember the names, but I wonder how much this floating fetus has defensive powers actually, or how much it actually can even fight, because it certainly looks very flimsy, to say the least, so I would doubt that it has any real offensive capabilities, but it could surprise me. I doubt that we're gonna actually get to see him fight, and I was actually informed that this season will focus more on the Guardians, which will be really entertaining, because, as I have already mentioned in a few videos, I really like the Guardians, so yeah. Hopefully we'll get more about this floating fetus thing as well. Aww. Yes, that is a very plain-looking throne. Very usual. I had a feeling that was coming. I actually kind of predicted that. I was actually thinking that he would use her as a footstool, but that's one way to do it. Well, at the very least, Albedo? I forgot how to pronounce her name. At the very least, she can still keep her composure in front of Ainz to some extent. So, it's been a while. I've missed talking about this series. It's an entertaining series. Oh, right. They are... Yeah. Right, they are away for the time being. Well, I was not expecting them to show that. That's for sure. I love how surprisingly expressive Ainz can be even without having any facial features to speak of. It is entertaining. This is going to be Cocytus about against those 5 leaders. This is going to be rather entertaining, I must say. I at the very least hope that they will be able to put up some kind of resistance, because otherwise this would be just a rather pathetic curb stomp. But it could very easily turn out to be a rather entertaining. Now, what I've seen of Cocytus, he appears to be a cold elemental, or at the very least aligned with cold. So he could very easily be, very possibly be, very resistant against the frost pain. That ice weapon that God damn, I forgot even his name. That the leader carried. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see few things in this match. Even I was expecting that only the leaders would fight, but even the older warriors actually are going to fight, which is actually rather surprising. So they might actually... No, no, they are not gonna pose any kind of threat. But it's something. They might be able to do something. It's going to be interesting to see how much of a curb stomp this will be. Yeah, about that curb stomp. That's... Yeah, I was correct in my analysis that Cocytus is frost elemental, at least partially, even though that's really obvious, but that's a pretty effective way to just reduce them by like, aura! Oh, look at that, all of you died. Reminds me of actually in D&D about Orcus and his aura of death, because that's very similar to that, even though they are very different in the element that they deal with, but you know what I mean. Both of them kill people. Slight cure wounds. You sure that's gonna be enough? That seems not enough. Although it's a mass, so it's actually, now that I think about it, mass cure spells are pretty high level. Even though this battle is very much a curb stomp, that much is unavoidable. It still is actually kinda manly, just to see Cocytus just paying proper respect to the warriors, just trying to do their best against him. Even though they clearly are outmatched, they still at the very least try. Even though it's not gonna be that they tried in a few seconds. But yeah, at the very least they are trying. God damn, they entered this battle without a chance to win. That's excessively unfair, but hey, I'd say they put up a good fight. It's unlikely that they're going to slaughter the village behind them, so yeah. And Zeha is going to probably even survive this ordeal. Ooh! Cocytus has a high opinion of... I'm not surprised. I am actually mildly surprised that he killed Saryusu, but it's interesting that they might actually resurrect them to create them, because it would be useful to have an actual leader there in the village of the... Actually, if they are going to also resurrect Saryusu, I think was his name, they are probably going to be pretty good leaders, I would say. So yeah, it's pretty subarashi. It's pretty magnificent, I would say. They are starting to rule over them like they are starting to ruling business like real Overlord. I'm pretty excited about that. How, like, this is once again one of the aspects that I really like of the show, and that is that Ainz is just he's just unamicably... Shit, I can't say the word. He's just inexcusably neutral evil? He's just very amoral, to say. Yeah, amoral I think is the best word for it, because he's asking what their current leader to be a spy without just any hesitation for that. It's really kind of an underhanded way to do that, even though it's completely understandable why he would do that, but it's an aspect that I really like of the show, that he's just asking one of them to betray the others. Even though it won't be so much as a betrayal as it will be, to work as a liaison. So it's pretty goddamn interesting, I must say. I really like it. It's pretty goddamn good.
復活させるザリウスには特殊な魔法をかける。お前が裏切ったと私が判断したら即座に死ぬ魔法だ。お前は苦悩を得るだろう。だが。
And he's even bargaining with things that are really, really amoral, or just purely. Even amoral is kind of putting it rather gently, and it wouldn't be a stretch to call it just flat out evil. It's pretty. Yeah, we're working on the gray area of morality here, and I love it. I really like it.
ザリウスの復活はそれに見合うだけのものではないかね。
そんな魔法なんかないけどな。
I don't know if lying makes it any better, though. That's certainly an interesting proposition that he's even lying about that, so yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. And now, for something completely different, we will actually watch the after credits scene, because I think there could very much be something there. Oh, nope, there is absolutely nothing there. So, disregard what I just said. Yeah, there's nothing in the right? Yep, nothing in the after credits. Alrighty. So, what to say? It certainly was an entertaining episode, I must say. First of all, the fight against Cocytus and the leaders, between the leaders and Cocytus, that was certainly a very entertaining fight. Well, not too entertaining, but it was an entertaining fight nonetheless. And it was really fun to see the dialogue between Cocytus and Zariusha and Zariusha. Anyways, those two brothers and Cocytus. That was really quite nice, and it was fun seeing some more strategy and, well, tactics, more like tactics being used by the lizardmen in the battle. It was pretty nice, and yeah, it was cool just seeing all around just a massacre, because that certainly was quite entertaining. Yeah, it was a fun, entertaining little slaughter. Yeah, and it was nice seeing Cocytus just paying respect to them, and actually bleeding, well, not as much bleeding as arguing that for their resurrection, because it clearly makes sense that they should be resurrected, because they could easily become stronger warriors, and the stronger the warriors, the stronger the leader, and stronger their leaders, the stronger their rule, and stronger their overall kingdom would eventually be. So, yeah, it makes perfect sense. I quite like it. And the bargaining that Ainz underwent with Lulu, Crush, was certainly really interesting, and once again painted a really good picture of the morality of Ainz, which is very grey, or in some situations just flat out evil. And that's actually pretty cool to have an evil protagonist that's not just flat out baby kicking evil, but rather an underhanded evil, but not underhanded in a like a politician sense, but more in the sense of, it's hard to explain, but if you watch the show, you get the idea what I mean. He's evil, but he's not evil in the stupid evil way, but he's evil in the practical sense. And that's really quite cool, and it's really cool to have a protagonist that's evil in a very intelligent sense, and it's more evil that comes out of necessity and intelligence rather than rather than pure malignance and just out of anything dumb. It's intelligent, and that's pretty cool. I quite like it. Yeah, I could ramble on for a while, but I think that's enough. So, yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll hope to see you in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Ganmu out. Thank you all very much for watching.